Imagine a world plunged into darkness. Not for a minute, not for an hour, but indefinitely. The silence is the first thing you notice. Then, the cold sets in. This isn't a movie. This is the reality of a large-scale blackout. And it's a test most people are not prepared to pass. The lights go out. For many, the first instinct is to reach for their phone, check social media, and wait. This is the first mistake. Panic is a luxury you cannot afford. In the first 60 minutes, while others are frozen in confusion, you will act. Your priority isn't light, it's life. The modern world has made us forget that our homes are fragile ecosystems, entirely dependent on a current of electricity we take for granted. Without it, the systems that provide our most basic needs, water, food, and safety, begin to crumble. In this guide, we'll uncover the steps you must take to ensure that when the darkness falls, you and your family don't fall with it. Let's begin with the two most critical resources, water and food. The moment the power cuts, your tap water is on a timer. Municipal water systems rely on electric pumps to maintain pressure and purify what you drink. Without power, that system will eventually fail. Your first action should be to fill every available container with water. Bathtubs, sinks, pots, and pans. This water will be crucial not just for drinking, but for sanitation. The rule of thumb is 1 gallon per person, per day. Now, for food. Your refrigerator is now just an insulated box. Every time you open its door, you accelerate the spoilage of its contents. Resist the urge. Instead, turn your attention to your pantry. A well-stocked supply of non-perishable food is not a hobby for doomsday preppers. It's a fundamental insurance policy against the unexpected. We're talking about canned goods, dried pasta, rice, beans, and energy bars. These items don't require refrigeration and can sustain you for weeks. Group your refrigerated items together and consume them first, starting with meats and dairy. A simple camp stove or even a barbecue grill becomes your new kitchen. Remember, a blackout doesn't just turn off the lights. It resets the rules of daily living. Being prepared with food and water isn't just about comfort. It's the foundation of your survival. As the hours turn into days, a new enemy emerges. The temperature, whether it's the biting cold of winter or the suffocating heat of summer, a lack of climate control can be lethal. In a winter blackout, hypothermia is a silent predator. Your house, no longer warmed by a furnace, will quickly adopt the outside temperature. The key is to consolidate. Choose one small, interior room, preferably with few windows, as your designated warm room. Seal it off from the rest of the house using blankets or towels to block drafts under doors. Huddle together with your family. Body heat is a powerful, renewable resource. Layer your clothing. Multiple thin layers trap air and are more effective than one thick garment. And never, ever use a gas stove or indoor charcoal grill for heat. The carbon monoxide they produce is odorless, invisible, and deadly. In a summer blackout, the threat is heat stroke. Your home can become an oven. During the day, block all windows to prevent sunlight from heating your living space. At night, if it's safe and cooler outside, open them up to create cross-vent. Stay hydrated. This is where your stored water becomes a lifesaver. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. A cool, damp cloth on your forehead or neck can provide significant relief. Your shelter is no longer just a house. It's a tool you must actively manage to protect yourself from the elements. Don't let your home become the reason you don't survive. And if you're finding this information valuable, consider subscribing. We release survival guides like this every week, designed to give you the skills you need when it matters most. The silence of a blackout is unnerving because it signifies isolation. Your phone is dead. The internet is gone. You are disconnected from the world. This is where the psychological battle truly begins. Restoring communication is not about checking your social media. It's about gathering information and connecting with your community. A hand crank or battery-powered emergency radio is one of the most vital pieces of equipment you can own. It is your one-way link to the outside world, providing news updates and instructions from emergency services. Beyond listening, you need a plan to communicate with your loved ones. Before any disaster, establish an out-of-state contactor, relative, or friend whom everyone in the family can call or text. Long-distance lines are often less congested than local ones during an emergency. Walkie-talkies are excellent for short-range communication with neighbors, helping you coordinate efforts and share resources. Panic thrives in isolation, but community breeds resilience. When you can communicate, you replace fear with information and helplessness with coordination. Knowing what is happening and being able to connect with others transforms you from a victim of the circumstances into an active participant in your own survival. This isn't theoretical. History provides us with stark, real-world classrooms. Look at the 2003 Northeast Blackout, which plunged 55 million people in the US and Canada into darkness. In New York City, the lack of functioning traffic lights and subways created gridlock. But an incredible sense of community emerged. Strangers helped direct traffic, shared food, and looked out for one another. The biggest lesson was the fragility of our interconnected systems. Then there's the Texas power crisis of 2021. A severe winter storm crippled the state's independent power grid. Millions were left without heat in freezing temperatures for days. The tragedy highlighted a critical failure in infrastructure preparedness. Families who had no alternative heating sources suffered immensely, with frozen pipes leading to a subsequent water crisis. And consider the ongoing situation in Venezuela, where blackouts have become a regular part of life. Citizens have adapted out of necessity, developing intricate systems for sharing resources, collecting water, and communicating without a reliable grid. These examples are not just stories. They are case studies. They teach us that a blackout is a test of infrastructure. Yes, but more importantly, it's a test of human preparedness and community spirit. The patterns are clear. Those who prepare, who have a plan, and who work together are the ones who endure. So you've made it through the first week. You have water, food, warmth, and a way to get information. It seems like you've won. You might think the worst is over. This is a dangerous assumption. Just as you start to adapt to this new normal, a second wave of challenges appears. Sanitation becomes a major concern. Without running water, waste disposal becomes a serious health risk. Medical emergencies, small in normal times, can become life-threatening without access to emergency services. And the psychological strain of prolonged uncertainty can wear down even the most prepared individual. Surviving a blackout isn't a single event. It's a continuous process of problem solving. It's about looking ahead, anticipating the next challenge, and adapting your strategy. It's about realizing that your skills, your knowledge, and your will to endure are your most valuable assets. The darkness doesn't have to win. Preparation is your light. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the dark. If you've learned something that could one day make a difference, please give this video a like and subscribe for more secrets to survival. Stay safe and stay prepared.